Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go
baby,
again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? I was talked into coming back on for a minute because there's more information we want to share. If you was in our live before, you got the information as we were getting the information. But I want to share with you guys what's going on. They're in court right now, and there's a lot of information coming out. So I want to share with you guys as we're getting it, and you guys can get it. I got a video that's coming out. I was going to upload it, and I said, nope, I just want you guys. Well, hold on. Maybe we can find that video. Maybe we can find it. Hold on. Maybe we can find it. Maybe we can. Oh, let me see. No, we already did that one. Okay, I didn't download it, so. Okay, that's fine. I didn't download it, but that ain't what I called. I came back on. I want to share. Everybody in here, everybody in the room. Let me see. Yeah. You're welcome. Hey Bertha, how you doing? I want to read something else to you guys. This is coming. This is the resource, okay? The resource is the news. It's breaking news, okay? This is more information that we didn't talk about earlier, and I want you guys to listen. I probably will repeat it, but I'm not gonna stay on here long. We already had 30 minutes. Hey Amari, how you doing? And I just want to give a shout out for the people that's in the Virginia area that's keeping strong of what's going on. But as the information comes in, and I know that it's legitimate, I will let you guys hear it too. So this is what's new. If you wasn't in earlier, we were talking about how Cory had confessed to an officer. He told the officer, come here. I got something I want to tell you. When he was locked up, and the officer went off to him, he said, my son, Cody's dead. He said, I want to tell you what happened. He said he went to go get some clothes, do laundry, came back in. Cody was on the ground. He was unresponsive. Then he did CPR. He still was no responsive. Then he went outside. He smoked him something. Came back in. He tried CPR. Well, when he went outside, he prayed to God to not take his son. And then he went back in, tried CPR again. He was unresponsive. He put Cody in a black bag. He drove around. He drove on, they said, J.A. Morgan Boulevard. We found out it's not J.A. Morgan, it's Garrett, Jarriot, Garrett Morgan Boulevard. That's in Maryland, you guys. That is not in Virginia. Just to let you guys know. And so he put him in the trash. He didn't feel comfortable by putting him in the trash. And so he took him out the trash, and then he drove a little bit more, and then he buried him underneath the tree and put a bike there. I'm pretty sure they went looking. They just didn't say, oh, okay. They look. But there's some things I want you to know. First of all, there's a 6-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old son is going to testify. And everybody's like, whoa, wow, he's really young. But what he's going to testify about, I'm going to share with you because I just read up on it. He's not going to testify about something like, he's seen his daddy do this or do that. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that that's not what he's going to testify. What he's going to testify about the relationship between Cory and Cody. He's got, that's what they're going to talk about. I'm just letting you guys know. They're not going to be talking about, did you see your daddy put Cody in a bag? I mean, anything is possible, but I'm just letting you know what they're saying, because that is traumatizing for a child to testify against his dad being 5 years old. Now, 12, 8, something like that, yeah. But 5, 6, no, that's not good. But anyway, because a kid, okay, it is what it is, you guys. So I want to read this to you because this is new. This is news. This is new. This is breaking news. So in the jailhouse, there was another statement that Cory Bigsby wrote, that he beat his toddler son to death and buried the body. Now, that's different from what we said before, but there's more. There's multiple confessions. There's not just one, you guys. What we said before, that is allegedly what he wrote. He said to the officer, but this is also came out that Cory Bigsby wrote in a jailhouse statement. This is the statement that we all want to know, why they sent him to a psychic ward hospital and then went to try to refresh his memory. This is what he wrote. Hey, we are Cody's Voice. How you doing? I'm finna read to you what the letter says right now. Cory Bigsby wrote in a jailhouse statement last year that he beat his 3-year-old son with his fists in June of 2021 until the boy was unresponsive. He tried CPR on Cody. He wrote, but the boy never woke up. The statement was introduced in court today, and the defense asserted that Bigsby made these statements under no duress, okay? Oh, no, the defense said he was under duress, and they didn't say distress. They said duress. But anyway, while the judge hasn't ruled on whether to suppress the statement, they became public document after being introduced as an exhibit for the hearing today, okay? So in 3 of the 4 statements, you guys, listen, Bigsby wrote that he found the boy unconscious. He tried to give him CPR and then buried him with various date sightings. At least 2 of the statements said the child died wearing headphones. Did you hear that? He died wearing headphones, but in one statement given to original jail guard in November 2022, Bixby wrote he killed his son. On June the 18th, 2021, I, Cory Bixby, walked in the room and grabbed Cody and dragged him into the kitchen, he wrote. Then Bixby said he thumped his head on the floor and beat him with my fist, and he went into cardiac arrest. After the CPR didn't work, he wrote, he carried Cody upstairs and put him into the bathtub to see if he would respond. He did not, so I held him and prayed to God that he bring my baby back, he said. Then I took him the room and laid him on the bed. After that, he said, he got a flashlight and charged it, got gas at a gas station, brought some snacks. Bixby wrote that he went to an empty car wash and put Cody into a bag, then drove home and put the boy in the fridge. Then he put Cody back in the car and drove him to a building and dug a hole by a tree and buried him. Then went home and prayed for forgiveness. Bixby wrote, he went to King's Domino the next day and later dumped my clothes from the crime in the trash and burnt them. Then the next day I went back to burn Cody and cover up scars from the beating. He said, though the statement doesn't explain how he assessed Cody, given that he previously wrote that he was already buried. Then I went home and took a bath with another child. Took a bath with another child, he wrote. Please accept my confession. Sincerely, Cory Bixby. Both pages of the 2-page statement have a large X over the entire page. The significance of the X couldn't be immediately determined. That was one of the 4 statements Bixby made while locked up at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. Between weeks after reporting his son missing from the Buckrow Beach townhomes on January 31st and when he was released on bond earlier this year. That's the first time I was reading it, you guys. I just skimmed through it, so that's why I'm tripping. I had heard something else, so just to read the details was kind of a trip. The defense made a motion to seal the jailhouse statements, but Hampton Commonwealth Attorney Antoine Bell was adamant that the statements be made public, saying that Bixby lawyers have been trying their case in the press and now is the day of reckoning. Bell said he would agree to have the statements sealed if Hawks placed a gag order on Bixby attorney. What the heck? No! Antoine Bell said he would agree to have the statements sealed if Hawks is the judge, placed a gag order on Bixby attorney, but one of those attorney, Amina Matheny Wheeler, said she had a right to speak about the case and wouldn't accept such a deal. In the end, Hawks declined the defense request to seal the statements, allowing access the 4 statements during a lunchtime break. That's when we went to break. That's when we came on. Yes, Soldier Girl, I see you, baby. While the November 2022 statement refers to July the 18th, 2021, which is the date listed on the murder indictment, the statements vary greatly, not only about the dates, but also about what happened. In a statement on January the 8th of this year, Bixby wrote that he attempted to perform CPR on Cody on January 31st, 2021, and it did not work. He took him to building 5511 on Garrett A. Morgan Boulevard and buried him beside a tree behind the building and walked away. Then I drove home and prayed to Jesus to save Cody, and I failed him. He wrote, so I am becoming tired of torture. So now I am confessing because my family and the police is conducting these crimes and I cannot take it anymore. Sincerely, Cory Bixby. Several of the statements refer to Garrett A. Morgan Boulevard. That's an address in Hyattville, Maryland, outside of Washington and near FedEx Field. Shortly after Bixby gave his initial statement in August 2022, police and federal law enforcement searched that area but did not find Cody. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys something. I am going to read it again, but I'm going to read it for myself because I was just reading it because, like I said, I skimmed through it and I said, oh, okay. There's something else I want to share with you too, because I have actually, I don't know how well I can see the his statement that he wrote, but I do have a picture of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me read it again. Cory Bixby wrote in a jailhouse statement last year that he beat his 3-year-old son with his fists in June 2021 until the boy was unresponsive. He tried CPR on Cody, he wrote, but the boy never woke up. The statement was introduced in court Wednesday in a motion by Bixby's attorney to block 4 written jailhouse statements. 4! Okay. Being used as evidence in Bixby's murder trial. The defense asserted that Bixby made the statements under duress. While the judge hasn't ruled on whether to suppress the statements, they became public document after being introduced as exhibits for the hearing. In 3 of the 4 statements, Bixby wrote that he found the boy unconscious, tried to give him CPR, and then buried him with various dates, citing at least 2 of the statements said the child died wearing headphones. But in one statement given to original jail guard in November 2022, Bixby wrote that he killed his son. On June the 18th, 2021, Cory Bixby, walked in the room and grabbed Cody and dragged him into the kitchen. Then Bixby said he thumped his head on the floor and beat him with my fists, and he went into cardiac arrest. After the CPR didn't work, he wrote he carried Cody upstairs and put him into the bathroom to see if he would respond. He did not, so I held him, prayed to God that he bring my baby back. Then I took him the room and laid him on the bed. After that, he said he got a flashlight and charged it, got gas at the gas station, brought some snacks. Bixby wrote that he went to an empty car wash and put Cody into a bag, then drove home and put the boy in the fridge. Then he put Cody back in the car and drove him to a building and dug a hole by a tree and buried him. Then he put Cody back in the car and drove him to a building and dug a hole by a tree and buried him. Then went home and prayed for forgiveness. I told you these people are sick. They don't believe in the same God we believe in, I'm telling y'all. Then went home and prayed for forgiveness. Bixby wrote he went to King's Domino the next day and later dumped my clothes from the crime in the trash and burnt them. Then the next day I went back to burn Cody and cover up scars from the beating. He said, though the statement doesn't explain how he accessed Cody, given that he previously wrote that he was already buried. Then I went home and took a bath with another child. This man is sick. Please accept my confession. Sincerely. I'm going to tell you what he's trying to do, you guys. He's going to give like 5, 10 different scenarios to just say he's cuckoo, he's crazy. Yeah, he said King Dominoes. Hey, how you doing, Black? Black SNK? What does SNK mean? Black SNK? I don't know. What in the world? Yes. Let me finish. Cody has never been found. The defense made a motion to seal the jailhouse statement, but Hampton Commonwealth attorney Antoine Bell was adamant about the statement be made public, saying that Bigsby's lawyer have been trying their case in the press, and now is the day of reckoning. Bell said he would agree to have the statement sealed. What he's saying is it's sealed like the public wouldn't be able to hear it, but it will still be given in court. I don't know. Somebody in the chat has to explain that to me, because I thought if it's sealed that they just couldn't use it. I don't know. Somebody let me know what that means. I know we got smart people in here. But Hawks, if Hawks place a gag order on Bigsby's attorney, but one of those attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, said she had a right to speak about the case and wouldn't accept such a deal. It's not Domino. Dumino. Let me go back and look. Dumino. Let me see. No, I'm pretty sure I read it right. I mean, you can't get so much out of when it says, where is it at? Let me see. No, he went to King's Domino. He went to King's. Oh, Domino? Is that what you're saying? Domino? Oh, King's Domino? I don't know. Dominion. Dominions. King's Dominions. Okay, I got you. I used to live in VA. Oh, so it's Dominions. King Dominions. Okay, the next day. And later dumped my clothes. Okay, there you go. Then I went home and took a bath with another child. Took a bath? Why would a grown man take a bath with a kid? Please accept my confession. Both pages of 2 pages statement have a large X. King Dominion is a amusement park. Oh, Dominion. Okay. Well, so I thought it said, because he said something like he went and ate. He said something about he ate somewhere. I drove him to a building and dug a hole by a tree and buried him. Then went home and prayed for forgiveness. He went to King's Dominion the next day and later dumped my clothes from the crime. Why would he even talk about amusement park? Both pages of the 2-page statement have a big X over the entire page. The significance of the X couldn't be immediately determined. That was one of the 4 statements Bigsby made while locked up. Okay. Cody has never been found. The defense made a motion to seal the jailhouse statement, but Hampton Commonwealth attorney Antoine Bell was adamant that the statements be made public, saying that Bigsby lawyer have been trying their case in the press, and now is the day of reckoning. Bell said he would agree to have the statements sealed if Hawks placed a gag order on Bigsby attorney, but one of those attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, said she had a right to speak about. So what's the significance of when she talks? She ain't saying nothing but he didn't do this and they doing him wrong. I mean, why would Bell not want people to hear that and have it sealed? So somebody say took a bath with another child. Yes, yes, yes. I'm confused about why he would take him to amusement park. I don't think. Okay, let me not think, because I'm, like I said, you guys, I'm reading this for the first time. I just went over and I said, let me hurry up and tell y'all what's. Let me tell you. So here's the thing. Let me go back over a little bit. This is what he's saying. I don't think he took the kid to the amusement park. Okay, so Jay Glover says, yes, I'm confused about why he would take him to an amusement park. He said Bigsby wrote that he went to an empty car. Okay, the child is gone. The child is deceased, okay? He's not saying, like I went, Okay, let me just read. Bigsby wrote that he went to an empty car wash and put Cody into a bag, then drove home and put the boy in the fridge. He put the boy in the fridge. Then he put Cody back in the car and drove him to a building and dug a hole by a tree and buried him. Then he buried the child. Then went home and prayed for forgiveness. Then he said he went to King's Dominion the next day and later dumped my clothes from the crime to the trash and burnt them. Who was the other child? Well, it might be the child that they're going to have as a TV video kind of. The child is like 6 years old. He's going to take the stand. The judge already said he's going to take the stand, but he's not going to be in person. He's going to be in a closed caption type of TV video like Zoom or Skype or something like that, where the judge will be sitting there listening to the boy, but the boy is scared. And that's what I really actually came on to say. And then this popped up. And you know what? I hope I didn't lose it. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it on my home screen. So, okay. I'm going to keep it. So if we ever lose it, we can come back to it. Bell said he would agree to the statement sealed if Hawks placed a gag order. So, okay, you guys. So this is where the rubber meets the road. Mess around. He did all of that. The amusement park, back home in the fridge, buried him, unburied him, took a bath with. Yes. So many harmony similarities. Yes. It is a very wooded area by King's Dominion. Okay. But in King's Dominion in Virginia, because he keeps talking about Maryland. But here's the thing. So Cory's family was coming out the courtroom. They were going on lunch. And they wouldn't really speak. But Cory's uncle, I can't remember his name, the one that said Cory. They called him Cory. He says, I told you, we pray to God. God's got this. Like, oh my God. Even if you was my child or kinfolk of mine, and these letters that you heard, or this family is something else. And remember, you guys, let me share with you something. These, and I hate to even say this, they are considered ministers and pastors. They're both. The wife and the husband is pastors of church. They go to church and they teach people. So I tell you guys this, and I'm just going to say this and we get back on it. Be careful letting people pray and put hands on you. You don't know where their hands been. Their hands could have just killed and buried a child. And you sitting there talking about, I feel something. I feel the Holy Spirit. No, you feel a spirit. You feel that demonic. You got to be careful. The Lord had you. Yeah, Hennett. Glenn Hennett. Thank you. The Lord grant you that you don't have to go to people really. You can come straight to him. You got access. Just, if you need prayer, pray for yourself. Quit thinking that you're not good enough to come up because you're not. You're not. But that don't matter. That's why Jesus died. Because you're not. We're dirty rags. I don't care how you don't cuss, how you don't smoke this and smoke that, never done nothing. You done something because you were born in sin. So suck it up, buttercup. But you do have a right to go to the Son and tell him what you've done. And so when you tell him what you've done, the Lord does not see you. He see his Son on the cross that he died for you. That's what he see. So you're good enough to go to the Son and confess your sin. Okay? Anyway, I'm not going to preach to you guys. I'm just saying be careful letting people put their hands on you, because these people are sitting there in church. And I'm going to tell you something. Okay? Ain't nobody stupid here. They know. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. My dog knows how to speak now. Guess how I taught him? Online. I taught my dog how to speak on command online. A dog. So when I say, Diesel, speak, Diesel go, roof, 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 roof. He speaks. You gonna tell me that two people that are ministers don't see a liar? If you can't see a liar, and I'm not saying judge, because we've done stuff wrong. I'm saying be careful. Be very careful of people in sheep clothing. Because trust and believe. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. If they put their hands on you, then that spirit transferred to you. You don't know why you thinking you want to go over here and do some little master whatever. I ain't going to go there. But you know what I'm saying. You don't know why you're cussing now. You don't know why you're smoking this and smoking that or want to drink, because that person that laid hands on you, you didn't even have the problem. Now you got the problem. I'm just saying, you guys. So, and I'm going to tell you something. If people have, if they were called, and not all callings are the same, but if they were called, they know that this man did this. You know what I'm saying? They know. If they really was called, they know. Okay? They knew a long time ago. That's why when you start going to church and all this stuff, quit following people and follow the word. Anyway, I'm done with that. Just a word. Be a good person. Do if whatever you believe. I don't know what you believe. I don't know. I'm just saying. Quit following people thinking, everybody get mad. The minute you say something about a pastor, they ready to tie you up and throw you. Don't say nothing about my pastor, girl. My pastor is he 3 times saved and filled with the Holy Ghost, and people be like, and I could tell you this and I could tell you that, and the Lord tells you don't go there, don't do that, no. And then when you find out that they done touched your daughter and screwed her and did all this, now you mad. Now you sitting there with because you done left your child over there. I'm just saying, no. He told us already. The word. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fulfilled. You're going to see this stuff. You're going to see mamas and daddies killing kids and eating them. You're going to see it. You're going to see. Okay, there's something else I wanted to share with you, but it's not in this thing right here. But it was said in court. Y'all, listen to this. Okay? Because there's more, and I can't remember everything. He even said in one statement that he put the baby in the tub and then pooped on and smeared doo-doo on this child. It makes me mad. Oh, Lord. Let me calm down. Y'all didn't hear what I said. That tells me this man is psycho. He's a lunatic. He's crazy. And not only that you know what else it tells me? For you to even to come up and let that come out your mouth, that tells me you have been doing some sexual gratification with all these kids. Not just taking a bath with them. If you can smear doo-doo on a dead child and even let that come out your child, this is the blood of your blood. Or maybe it's not. And you already knew that. I don't know. This man needs to be under the cell and never get out. He said he put the baby in the tub and smeared doo-doo on the baby. I didn't even want to tell y'all that. See, there's a lot, and I can't never remember everything, and I don't write everything down because this will give me nightmares. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord. I need a drink. God. And I got to go to work tonight. And go pamper some people. You know, people with Pampers on and all that other stuff. I got to go take care of them. And I feel like this. I do. I feel my spirit is full of anger. I couldn't go to Virginia and sit up in that courtroom. I be done went to jail. But, you know, they've looked for Cody. And I'm writing down all the information. And I'm going to ask my husband. I don't know if we're going to Virginia or we're going to Maryland. But we are still got Diesel. And, you know, and Diesel's a whole year old. And, it, you know, hey, maybe we can still do something. If nothing else, just go look for him. And I'm not raising Diesel just for Cody, but I'm just saying. We got some addresses now. Let me tell you something about confessions and stuff. And when you know what? One time when I was growing up, I told you guys this stuff in the, you know, you always, oh, SP, you just, oh, goody. And I told you guys, I'll never tell you really my past. But one time, you know, there was a situation, but you guys know about my family, right? So, you know, when you have many brothers that, like I have, you know that my family is very well known, and they're very well known to be, you know, corruptive or whatever. But anyway, so anyway, the feds called me in one time to talk to me. And I was so freaking tired. They wouldn't give me no water. You know, the handcuffs was on the table. I didn't say the police. I said the feds, okay? I said the feds. Shut up. I said the feds. I'm not going to tell you too much, but I'm going to just tell you enough. But while you're in there, because like I said, I've been there. While you in there and you're telling them, because if you don't really talk, they'll lock you up and hold you for like 72 hours. And nobody wants to be held for 72 hours just because you didn't say nothing. So when you start talking, you start telling them your story. Once you start telling them your story, some of what you're saying is going to be true, but it ain't going to make sense. You know, because you don't want to later on be charged with lying to the feds, because that holds 15 years. So if they can never come back and say you lied, say no, 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 no. I may change my story about 10 times, but I did tell you the truth. You just didn't accept it. So I'm going to tell you guys something that I see in this case. Some of it's not going to make sense. Some of what is being said, Valerie said, stop. I'm telling you the truth. Stop what, Valerie? It's true. I'm telling you the truth. You don't want to know the truth? You're going to give them 10, 20 stories. Been there, done that. But some of that story is all going to be some truth in every last one of them stories. There's going to be some truth in it. Okay. She's calling me. Hey, what's up? Yes, girl. What's going on, baby?
Lying. You don't stop CPR on an infant, a baby, a child, and to the paramedics until you get some sort of rapport or some sort of breathing going back. He did something else to that baby. I said, so he ain't gonna be able to go. He can't blow the wool over our eyes.
Yeah. I don't believe no CPR was done. I think he said that just because if you don't render some kind of aid, they get you for that.
Because if there was an accident, you went back to the house, but you don't leave a kid unattended. But you went back to the house, you went outside, smoked a cigarette, you weren't concerned, that baby was already dead. You might have been out there and smoked whatever you smoked, but you didn't try to help that child if that's what happened.
And then he said he went to the gas station to get some gas and some snacks.
Just wow.
So what I'm saying is he's trying to make a case that he's crazy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna wash because people can see right through him. I said, this man has been in the military. He knows how to perform CPR on a toddler. You do it different than you do a larger or adult person. I said, he's just coming up with some sort of lie that he think a stick or get him off. But I think his goose is cooked because I hope they have the trial or whatever. Going through a trial, have it there. He never should get out of jail. He should never get out. All the time he died. So this lady that they can't find out what really happened. This is your word cooked against the deceased baby.
Right. But that, we were kind of concerned about that 5-year-old coming on there because we seen what happened on the Breasia case where the 12-year-old got up there and, he had to face his daddy and all of that. But he told what he could and then, he made up some stuff. But they said that he's the kid, that the 5-year-old or 6-year-old is only going to testify about the relationship the father with that's Cory with Cody.
Okay. I wonder can they remember back that part because that's awfully young.
Well, a kid, a 5-6-year-old kid could say, my grandson, he's 5. Yeah, he's 5 or 6, and he'll tell me something. He told me, he said, my mama don't like you. And he said it while he was on the phone, and she heard. She was like, "Why you say that?" He said it because you done said you was like you say stupid stuff about me to my grandchild, and he's gonna tell me.
They like sponges because she's right about that because they made me think of my granddaughter Nellie. She was in the backseat of my car. She wasn't going out far because she was in back there little curls, and she said, "My mama don't like them black folks." I said, "Honey," she said, "Folks," but she was born in Jordan. I said, no, she like them. It's just she don't like what they do. She thought for me. She said, no, she really don't like them. So I told my daughter, you better watch what you say about this child because she's very repeated. And she said, oh gosh. I said, they're like sponges. They have a memory. They're resilient. And hey, some of them don't have that imagination. They just tell you what happened. It's just who's ever coaching them or, have them to answer their question. I say, hey, Badge, I mean, they had to really be gentle because their sister, girlfriend, or whatever she was, so she up there, my brother didn't do this and that. Well, he is the culprit. He's the person. He did it.
Right.
So now, I'm seeing on the news now. Oh, he did. I don't want to talk about it. If they know, if you knew that they was there, you should be taking your butt to jail right on with.
Right. Well, okay. So talk to me about something here. Why would Antoine Bell say he would agree to seal all of those confessions if Amina will shut her trap and they would agree to a gag order about her talking about the case to the public? Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, you want all of it out. People done waited out there looking for this baby, and you knew all along you had killed him. And he probably knows where that baby's remains are at, but that would be a whole nother ball game, because if it's anything left other than the bones, that they would know what he done to him. He could broke his neck or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Remember when all those judges on this case here reaccused themselves? They stepped down.
Yeah.
And so this is probably gonna be bigger than what we think. I don't know, but I mean, because why would you sit there and say, "Oh, we can have it sealed if she agrees to you put a gag order on it."
Wow, like he's a little kid or something. No, she's trying to paint him as the good father, which he was not.
Or maybe exactly. Come on. So we got somebody in the chat that's thinking like I'm thinking. Like here's the thing. Do they got the child already? Or here's the thing. Do they got you got to have what she said, a trump card. If you play poker, the game ain't over until you turn over that last card, and then everybody goes home and sit down somewhere, and you say, now what?
Yeah, I don't know if she got it, because remember, I was calling down there and I was getting frustrated every day. That's like they were saying, remember I kept saying, listen to what the chief is saying. I said, he's telling you that baby, they know what's happened to him. When he first said that, you saw it too, you caught it. I said, that baby, he let you know. He's no need because nobody else does. We got basically what happened.
Right.
So we've been saying that for almost 2 years.
Right. Well, yeah. He came up missing in January 2021. No, he actually came up missing in 21, but he reported him missing January 31st, 2022.
I was thinking around October, he had probably already been dead. But that's witching hour. But I said, but next he told me, hey, you don't go down. See, you might as well say where you put the remains. You don't put the baby's finger in it. You don't put him in the trash. Why do you want him out there like trash? You caused this. You had him in the trash. If you could have got away with it, you know they were going to look in the trash. So he moved him. You tampered with evidence. You debated, and I said all this time, we planned Cody on the station, the boys, the children. Everybody was just all involved and still thinking about this baby. And then here it was, basically both folks already thought that baby was deceased.
Well, yeah, but we're a little bit smart though. It wasn't like it's just heartbreaking when you hear the details.
Yeah,
Just like on them boys, those officers that's in the Memphis area, the mother finally got to hear that officer say, we did this to your child, we did that, we hit him, we bit him, I hit him 6-7 times with my baton, and then we lied about our report, and it broke her heart, but it was comforting to finally, because what's harder to you, somebody lying in your face and staring you like no, or somebody that Um,
No, what happened?
uh, you know, Cory sat there in court and put his head down and would not lift it up. It is eating him up.
Mm.
He couldn't even look up when they started reading all the stuff he had said and did. He just put his head down and would not look back up.
That's a brown shame.
Hmm.
That's their guy. But he went to get like, and then he small bail, and he got shade tried. He wanted to get out so he could go help look for him. You wasn't gonna go help look for him. You was gonna find your way out of town or out the country. We're not stupid.
Yeah. You know what? That video that I made is not coming up, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourself.
Yes, Cuddy.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Let me see if I can.
Right now, a hearing is underway in the case against Cory Bigsby in Hampton. He's charged with the murder of his young son, Cody Bigsby. And today, his attorney filed a motion to throw out a confession statement he allegedly wrote while in jail. News 3 reporter Kelsey Jones has been inside the courtroom all morning. Good afternoon, Kelsey. Bring us up to speed. Yeah, good afternoon, Jen. I have been in court for hours, and court is still in session right now, and today has been eventful to say
This is this morning. I don't got the afternoon one yet.
Attorney Anton Bell is calling today a day of reckoning and a day of truth, wanting to get all of the information out there today for the public to know and report. And for the very first time, we are hearing a alleged confession that Cory Bigsby wrote in Hampton Roads Regional Jail, giving it to an officer, and that officer was in the courtroom today and quite frankly broke down as he read Cory's confession. And also a former lieutenant with the Hampton Roads Regional Jail also testified, and she also just described to us that horrific statement in court. Now, Cody said, quote, he stepped outside of his apartment to get some items out of his car to wash clothes, and when he got back inside, he saw his son laying on the ground unresponsive, and he tried to revive him, but he couldn't breathe, so he stepped outside and prayed. Cory then put him in a trash bag and left him in the car for 3 days. The letter also stated he then drove his son's body to Garriott Morgan Boulevard. That did not sound familiar to me, so I did a quick Google search, and that shows that location is in Maryland. And so then Bigsby wrote he buried Cody and then grabbed something to eat. So a lot of things are coming to the spotlight again, and as you all know, Bigsby's defense is trying to not have that motion granted in court today. And again, the two officers with Hampton Roads Regional Jail took the stand and read that confession today in court, and Cory Bigsby's families was there in support, along with other folks who plan to testify again. Now, this will be a long day.
Ashley, Bethany, prosecutors called officers from the Hampton Roads Regional Jail to the stand to read several statements they say Cory Bigsby wrote or told them back in August 2022 and December 2022, and they had officers read those statements aloud in court. In it, Bigsby talks about the day his son Cody Bigsby died. In the statement, he allegedly says, quote, I found my son unresponsive, tried CPR, I could not revive him. The officer on the stand says Bigsby dictated this confession to him, and the officer wrote it down. The officer says Bigsby said he tried several times to revive him and asked God to save him. Bigsby says he went outside to talk to God. Bigsby says he realized Cody wasn't coming back, and he says, quote, he put him in a trash bag, put it in the car, and it sat for 3 days. Bigsby says after he put him in the car, he drove to Garriott A. Morgan Boulevard and buried him. A second officer took the stand and testified about a statement she got from Bigsby. She says Bigsby allegedly wrote that on January 30th, 2022, he stepped out of his apartment to get items from his car. When he returned, he found Cody Cody laying at the bottom of the steps unresponsive. In the statement, she says Bigsby says Cody must have fallen. He also says he buried him. Another officer testified that they found a letter in Bigsby's jail cell in his notebook where Bigsby says he allegedly killed Cody. The officer says Bigsby writes he hit Cody's head on the floor, hit him with his fists, and put him in the fridge and buried him. Now, the court is on a lunch break. The judge could possibly rule to suppress these statements. That is what the defense is asking for. The defense attorneys are saying that jail staff allegedly coerced Bigsby into writing these statements. And, of course, we're going to keep you updated on all the happenings today.
We have breaking news here at midday. We have a major update in the case of missing 4-year-old Cody Bigsby.
New testimony is shedding light about how his father, Cory, allegedly killed his son and hid the body. There's a hearing going on right now in Hampton. Our reporter ran out.
Hold on. Let me put this louder for you guys.
Ran out of the courtroom to bring us this information. So testimony came from an officer at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail in court this morning. He said Cory Bigsby confessed that he found Cody unresponsive one night and then tried to give Cody CPR. Well, then he realized the boy was dead and wasn't coming back. So instead of reporting his son's death, the officer testified that Bigsby told him he put his son in a trash bag, then placed the bag in his car for 3 days. Then he buried the boy's body and threw items in a dumpster.
Meanwhile, the Hampton judge overseeing a hearing just ruled that a 6-year-old boy can testify via video in the trial against Bigsby's father, Cory Bigsby. That boy is another one of Cory's children. The decision came down after testimony from a child trauma expert. As we reported, the defense wanted the boy to testify in person in front of his father, but we're told the boy expressed that he was scared and worried about his feelings and expressed those to a counselor.
The defense is working to get certain police interviews with Cory Bigsby thrown out, and that was part of why we heard from that officer that was in jail. We've been following this story since Cody was first reported missing in January of 2022. His body has never been found, and his father, Cory, has been charged in his death and disappearance. Court documents say he killed Cody sometime in June of 2021.
That's it.
This just so far, it is unbelievable. I mean, everybody was hoping and praying for the best or better results. But deep down, we knew that that baby was gone because the officers, they had said that they news briefing, we know what happened. They could, she told it or whatever. He said, we know what has happened to Cody. And I said, but if you don't stop giving CPR, especially on a baby, and she could try to get some sort of fault or something, he could have very well fell down the steps. But you called paramedics. If you wasn't trying to cover up something, you called paramedics.
Okay, hold on. Listen. I got the confession letter. I got the original confession letter right here. Let me read it. Hey, Lisa, let me put you on up here. Let me read this. It's not that long. Let me do this. Okay? Let me read this real quick. It says, I, Cory J. Bigsby Sr., am confessing that on 30 January 2022, stepped outside of my apartment at 171 Redolent Drive to get some items out of my car to wash clothes, and when I returned, I found my son Cody. No, it says Jeesh Bigsby. Oh, that's his middle name. Cody Josiah Gesi. I can't read his writing. Bigsby laying at the bottom of the steps, unresponsive. He must have fallen. I then tried to revive him by administering CPR several times over and over until I couldn't anymore. Then, come on now. Then what? Then I prayed, stepped outside for a few minutes and talked to God. As I prayed, and asked God to allow my son a second chance. Then I returned and administered CPR again, but got response, so I panicked and prayed. After that, I placed him into a trash bag and put him into the back of my truck on the out on the what? On the 31st of January at, and that's all I could see. But I got that.
So he had to make up this lie.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Okay, we got Lisa on the platform. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, hey, y'all. I got an echo. I don't know if it's my phone or your phone.
No, that's got to be your phone. We don't have the echo on this side. So you got two things going at one time? All right, Valerie. I'm going to let you go and we're going to try to figure this out.
Yeah, okay, I know y'all will. Hey, we got something up on it. Okay, I'll get back to the chat.
All righty.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Maybe she's going to try to come back on, you guys. We're not going to stay long. We done already came on here. Trust me, everything that I told you in this live to right now is the second half of the court proceedings. What I just shared with you was what they said at this morning. They're still in court right now, or they might be just now getting over with it. But the second half is what I told you guys, and that'll be start coming out where he pooped on him and all this other stuff. Okay, go ahead, Lisa.
Okay, so I just got a couple questions. I'm just confused. So my first question is, see, that echo is gonna bother me, and I already got a headache from the whole Cory story. So did Cory say he buried him? I buried him and then burned him.
Right. First he said he put him in the trash, took him out the trash, buried him, and then burnt him. And they're saying it doesn't make sense. How could you retrieve him if you buried him? What you dug him up and then burnt him and then buried him or whatever? That's why they're saying. You remember when he went to the hospital, right? And then they said, "Oh, he's sane, he's okay. You know, he can go through trial." And then they came back, and the judge told him, "Oh, okay, we're gonna send him back again so he can retrieve his thoughts." You know, he's trying to get his thoughts together because it's not making sense. They were still trying to find the baby because all of this was unraveling.
But like he said the same thing. But he says the same thing in two other letters. That
right.
I guess the only different part, I'll start with the different part, is that he said that he took him to the tub, gave him a bath, then put him in the bed. And then the other letter says he put feces on him. But the other part of the story where he said he found him on the ground. So the ground would suggest he found him outside. The ground is outside, the floor is inside.
Right.
So you know, I'm gonna stay with my original.
Right. I caught that too when he said the ground. I said the ground. Something's not making sense. We can't hear you.
So on this thing is that this man beat this little boy. He beat him, went outside, and he came back. And the reason why he's upset is I say he beat this little boy. He beat this little boy, and then he became angry because he was angry when he beat him. So he was angry when he beat him for whatever he beat him for. He was now angry at him again because now he's angry because he won't get up. Instead of saying, instead of saying the boy's not moving, the boy doesn't have a pulse. This man is still angry. This man is still enraged from the very thing that he beat this boy, saying that I'll give you guys these letters. Okay, he got something greater than them letters. Them letters are confused. So he got some trump card. He got something bigger than the letters. It's the same thing with the West boys. You know, everybody was saying, you know, this what happened to him, that's what happened to him, this what happened to him. At the end, it's in the end what nailed him? The kids in the house.
Yep. Yep. Yep, you're right. Just like on the Briasia, that boy saying that his daddy didn't go look for his sister and all of that. That's, you know, because that shows that you're not credible and you're lying. You got to be lying about something. Now you don't want to sit. You don't want to say nothing. You want people to sit there. They're definitely not going to let him free. But here's the thing. I think why would the attorney on the state side? You said he's agreeing because he's got something bigger.
Yeah, they got something bigger. You know what? I would give them 4 letters. To be honest with you, SP, I would give them 4 letters that written 4 different ways if I got something bigger than them letters. So yeah, and then the other part of that, with him giving up the letters, is because he got a trump card and he wanted to shut up Amina. He wanted to get Amina off the cameras and the public to get the public opinion. And he's gonna nail Amina. I trust you, whether he got the letters or not. That lady, Amina, is done. You could put her.
You can do what? You can put a fork in her and call her done.
Gonna bury her. Because they already know he killed it.
She said they said you need to take your phone off a speakerphone because we can only hear a little bit.
You can put a fork in it. You call it done. All he's doing is trying to shut up. That's all he's doing. He doesn't care about her. He doesn't care about.
Lisa Taylor says, tell Lisa to turn the live off. That's why you hear the echo.
The evidence he claims he have, because they got more. Than she. It's not on the speaker.
They got.
Wait, let me see if I can take it off the car. Take it off the car. Oh no, y'all, we might be jammed up because I don't know how to turn off the car. What if I hold it? Is that better?
Are you getting a echo? We don't hear nothing you saying. If you saying something. She has her phone hooked up to her car so she can drive without, I hear what she's saying though. I do hear what she's saying. There's got to be something that is going to be the nail in the coffin. It's got to be. Because why would he say, oh, if she just shut her mouth and quit going to the press and saying this and saying that and all this other stuff, then, we'll seal it. We'll just seal it so nobody gets to see it or hear it or what. The jurors probably get to hear it or see it, but the public won't. And she was like, nope, I can say what I want to say. I got a right. I'm not going to agree to that. And I thought, girl, I would have agreed to it. I mean, you big dummy. We can't hear you, Lisa. Lisa, we can't hear you. She said, turn the radio down. I don't know. I can't hear her at all. She probably needs to call it back in. Y'all done told her to do something, and now we can't hear nothing. We just see the top of the car. Maybe she'll get in there. She said she don't know how to unhook it from the car. Yeah. I guess if you step away from the car, it'll be just your phone. And in that way you can't hear an echo. Because when I step away from my phone, it drops. But yeah, they gotta have something. They might have to have okay, maybe she got it. Hello?
Okay, I think no,
No,
it's not gonna
it's not
unhook
gonna unhook.
because I can still
Uh,
hear echo.
so I mean we can hear. I know that echo bothers you. It bothers me when I had it.
Oh,
But go ahead. We'll listen to what you got to say.
I don't even know what I was saying.
You were saying that he has to have something bigger to present.
Yeah, he do.
He do.
I believe
I
he
believe
does.
he
Just
does.
like
Just like
in the
in
West
the
Boys
West
case,
Boys case,
because
because
otherwise
otherwise
he
he
would
would
try to
try to
spin those
spin
letters.
those letters.
So if he
So
willing to
if he
give up
willing
the
to give up
letters,
the
then he got
letters,
something
then he
else.
got
He
something
got
else.
something
He
greater
got
than those
something greater
letters.
than those letters.
So when they saying that they want to seal those letters, is they saying seal them from the courts or just seal them from the public?
Stealing from the
Steal
case,
them from
period.
the
So they
case.
don't want it to
Period.
be part of the
Really?
So they don't
evidence.
want it to be part of the evidence.
Huh.
So they saying he wrote them,
So
and
they
he
said
wrote them.
he wrote
He
them,
wrote them because
he wrote
he
them
was
because
pressured
he was
by the
pressured
jail,
by the jail,
by four different
Hmm.
by
police
four different
officers at
police
four different
officers
time
at four different
periods,
time
where he
periods
wrote four
when
different
he wrote
things.
four different
So
things.
you
So,
know,
you
um,
know,
you know they trying,
they
but
trying, but
he going to
he
jail
going
just
to
like
jail just like
what's his
what's
name,
his name
and the
and
girl,
the
the
girl, the
wife,
wife,
Trezelle.
Oh.
Brazil.
That,
Uh.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Anytime they
Anytime
take they got some
they got some
kids gonna
kids gonna
testify,
testify,
who's not
who's
gonna
not
believe
gonna
the
believe the
kid?
kid?
And then the
And
other
then the
thing
other thing
is,
is
12
12
jurors don't
jurors
leave
don't
their
leave their
common
common
sense at
sense
the
at the
door when they
door
sit
when
in
they
them
sit in them
chairs.
chairs.
So,
So,
it's
it's
hard to
hard to
spin
spin
something like
something
that
like that
with or
with
without
or
the
without the
letters.
letters.
It would
It would
in front of
in
12
front of
people. It's
12
12
people. It's
people in
12
your
people in
chat.
your chat.
How many
How many
12? How many
how
people
many
in the
people in the
chat
chat
would set
would set
Corey free?
Corey free?
Well, I don't think nobody would set him free. But if he was found not guilty because somebody feels like there was not enough evidence, there's got to be some evidence somewhere.
Evidence
And
somewhere. The
like you
police
said,
chief told you. The police chief told you from day one. They're 100% sure
Sure,
they got their
they got
man.
their man.
mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah.
So the
question
question
is,
is,
what did he
what did he
do
do
to the boy?
to the boy?
See,
See,
Corey think
Corey
he's
think he's
free
free
because there
because
is
there is
nobody.
nobody.
Yeah.
There is
There is
nobody for
nobody for
classic and
classic and
sincere either.
sincere either.
Yeah. And
And
you're
just
right. They got to have some now.
just to have the mental capacity to write a letter saying I killed my kid. I put feces on him. I put him in the tub. I came outside. He was laying on the floor. I came outside. He was laying on the ground. I came outside. See, that's all a play. Corey is think he's smarter than the court system, but the court system spins everything you say in their favor. So all that writing he's doing, all them confession letters he's doing, those letters all come back to hunt because they gonna spin them. They gonna put it all together and say, okay, so Cody was in the house and you was upstairs or downstairs. See, that's why he got a neglect charge. Because how does the child become deceased while you watching? Well, how long were you gone for you to come in the house from getting some soap and the boy is on the floor and you got to perform CPR? So that's how he got them neglect charges, because how the boy get hurt when you walk in the car?
Right.
And then that 5-year-old boy told me what he did already too.
Right. Right.
Corey, I bet at the end of all this, and I'm willing to bet top dollar that at the end of all of this, Corey is an abusive man. And when I say abusive, I mean physically abusive, and he has no ability to stop the wrath and his anger.
Mm-hmm. What did you think about when he said after he did all this and killed the baby or whatever, he went and took a bath with another kid?
Because he a pervert, he probably a pervert. You know, this man is not working with full debt. I don't think he meant he got in the tub with the kid. I don't believe he took a bath with the kid, but I don't know. But, you know, this man, maybe that soothed him. I don't know. Maybe
That's what he said. That's what he said. He went and got and took a bath with another kid.
Maybe that made him feel better. Maybe that calmed him down. Maybe that saved the other kid from getting his ass whooped, getting his tail beat.
You know what I think? I think Cody, being as smart as he was probably doing something sexual, and then Cody told him that he was a pervert or he such and such, and he beat the child to death.
Well, he told him he didn't want him to touch her. It could have been anything. You know,
Yeah, he probably said he probably said, I ain't gay, you gay, daddy, you gay, whatever, and then because I'm gonna tell you something about his story, some of it's gonna be true.
I think the true part of it is he killed the kid.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to spend. And then here's another thing I want to say about his pastor family members. It is okay to be a pastor and not accept sin, because the Bible even say, even if you don't even believe the whole Bible, you got to believe the Ten Commandments. One of the Ten Commandments says, thou should not kill. So how can you be a pastor? How can you be a man or a woman of God and condone, cover up, and support the murder of a kid? Now, I understand supporting him saying that God forgives all and all that right there, but I don't understand how you can be a pastor and say that you murdering a kid, we still stand with you.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Huh. We're gonna see all this in this new world order.
We don't have to get the war ain't started.
Right.
But I'm gonna if you got the case number for Cody.
For what?
For Cody's case.
Do I got the what?
Case number.
No. I was just doing. I can get it though. I'll get it. I'll get it and put it out there. It'll probably be on
y'all
there.
do know they only sent that man to the crazy house to dot their T's and cross their I's. Cory is going to jail.
Yeah.
And shame on the people who house in the murder of a kid.
Yeah.
Wherever he is, and whoever's supporting the murder of a kid, you know, is no different than somebody, you know, it's just horrible. Shame on whoever housing murder of a baby.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm done. I'll just watch the replay, because I want to see what the 4 different letters said. I'll just look confused. And my mind kind of paused at the I bury them and then I burned them. And I'm like, you burned them after you buried them? 'Cause, you know, the sequence don't go together. So I was trying to figure out if he dug them up, then buried them.
Right. We haven't even. I just gave a cap of what I know what was said in the second half. I'm pretty sure it's way more. Tina's on the live now, so I'm pretty sure she heard everything, and I haven't got all of it yet. I just know when they said something about he pooped on the child after putting him in the tub, he smeared his doo-doo on the child. I was done. I was just done.
Okay, well, if you get the case number, let me know. I just want to look it up, but I don't. I just want to do it. Yeah, if you get it, just send it to me.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right. See you, holla.
All right, holla. Okay. Oh. You there, Miss Tina? Hold on. I gotta turn you up real quick, cause everybody calling and I'm not answering. Okay, what's on your mind?
Okay, first of all, this morning the reason why I didn't go to court, family, is because I know me, and if I would have heard what I heard today, like everybody else, like family, I believe I would have went on Cory's behind. That's why I didn't go to court. But believe you me, I am going to court when they put those handcuffs back on Cory. You best believe that. I'm going to be there for that one. But, yeah, I just threw you something else. So they actually leaving court now.
Okay.
So I'm at a restaurant right now with family. And I couldn't really hear it. But if you want to go ahead and play it, you know, you can go ahead. I can catch the replay. But like I said, I'm at the restaurant right now.
I can't play somebody else's.
You're right. Never mind. But I see what I can do for the news part. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know that they said some more stuff. We only caught what was from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Yes.
And then we caught a little bit as they came out the courtroom. I guess they went on a recess or a break or something. And it was like, and he smeared doo-doo on the baby and this, that, and the other. We don't know what else all that was said yet.
Right, and I understand that. So I'm gonna do my little research as far as the news. But I've flung you something else too. So maybe you want to hear that in private.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, family. All right, peace.
All right.
Bye.
Why doesn't he get bail sick? I don't know. All right, you guys, we done came on here. I got a video. If you know, I'm trying to put the receipts out there so you guys can hear it for yourself. That's why I was like, I had put that video out at 1 o'clock and it still ain't uploaded. But if you see it, they all got the same type of thumbnail. So if you think you missed something, just kind of click on it to see. Because I think it's only but like about 6 or 7 minutes. But the darn thing is taking 4 hours to download. I ain't got time for that. All right, you guys. Just check it out because the receipts are out there. And like I said, I'll probably come on tomorrow and we can get down and get through with this. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye. Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me